I'm going to show you our flat roof not including coverings module. I'll click the letter F here and bring this module in. The Renovations and Alterations programme has individual modules to cover the different scenarios that can occur when you're doing flat roof work. So if you are pricing for building just the flat roof structure without any coverings, then this module is designed for estimating exactly that. I'll need to enter the length of joist here in the red cell at the top of the screen. This is 4.3 linear metres. Next, the width of the joist area. This is 5 linear metres. The centres are set at 0.6 linear metres, or 600 mil. I'll be leaving this as it is, but you can change it if your centres are different. I can see the wastage percentage that has been allowed for this work. It is on the default of 6%. This is right for me, but if you want to increase or decrease this figure, you can do so. If I scroll down the pricing sheet, as you can see, by entering these two numbers my job is priced. I will now just go through the pricing and fine-tune the details. The materials, costs and hours for my wall plate and joists are calculated. The blue text tells me I will need 8 joists at 4.5 linear metres to do this work. This information is really helpful when it comes to ordering the materials for this job. I will be leaving the materials for the joists and wall plate as they are, but if you want to change them, you can do so by using the drop-down menu here. I have the option to add joist hangers on one end and the opposite end as well. I will want joist hangers on one end, so I tick this option. Instantly the pricing sheet has worked out all the calculations for this, including the deduction from the wall plate. My noggins and restraint straps are here. If I click on the red question mark for the restraint straps, I can use the self-explanatory diagram to alter the calculation for this. This is correct for my job, but if you want to change it you can, by entering your requirements directly into the picture. My ladder noggins and end joints, fascia adjuster and soffit are all done, and if you want to see the details you can click on the question marks and alter them if required. If you want to use a different material, you can use the drop-down menu like this to select the material that you want to use. The quantity of the weather drip and fascia for this work are highlighted in yellow. This is to draw your attention to it, as they may require your judgment and you may need to alter them. These are right for me, but you can change it if you wish. I am going to be using 2 layers of insulation on this job, one between the rafters and a layer on top. If you were only using one layer, you would just untick the insulation layer 2 like this, and the costs are instantly removed. I will just retick this to bring the cost back. I'm going to be using the same type of insulation for both of my layers, but if you wanted to use different thicknesses or types, you simply use the drop-down to select the insulation that you want for each layer. My sarking, decking and cant rail are calculated here. I can see the type of material quantity, costs and hours for each of these items. The quantity of cant rail is highlighted in yellow, as it may need your judgment. I'll be leaving this as it is, but you can alter it if required. All of the fixings for my wall plate, joist hangers, solid bridging, restraint straps, ladder noggins and fascia are calculated. I'll just click on the fixing for weather drip question mark. In the diagram I can see how these fixings are calculated. You can use the self-explanatory picture to alter this to your exact requirements. You can do this directly on the pricing sheet, or if you do this in your master copy, it will be set like that every time you price up using this module. All of the fixings have a similar diagram that you can alter if you wish. You can find it by clicking on the question mark for each fixings row. Here are the fixings for the sarking, fairings and cant rail. As you can see, nothing is forgotten, and by entering just 2 numbers, all of this is calculated. I am now at the decorating options for this work. If for any reason you were not doing the decoration, you would just untick all of the options. Or alternatively, if this was just one element of a larger job, you could price all of your decorating in our decorating module that's specifically designed for this task. Again, you would just need to untick all of the options like this. I'm actually going to be doing staining, so I will tick the stain base and top coat, and the costs are worked out. By clicking on the question mark, you can use the helpful diagram to specify how many coats of stain you'll be doing. The totals for my materials, hours and labour and the overall total are all here along the bottom. By entering just 2 numbers into the red cells at the top of the screen, my flat roof structure without coverings is calculated, and fine-tuning the details to my exact requirements has been quick and really straightforward.